Alright guys, first of all you need to turn to page 24 and 25 in your Rand McNally Atlas. Make sure you have a ruler and you're labeling the map. First thing we're going to do are label these 7 continents. Okay, so up here we have North America. Below it we have South America. Over here we have Africa. Above it we have Europe, Asia, it's all the way over there. Below Asia you have Australia. And then all the way down here, let's not forget Antarctica. Okay, now we're going to do our oceans. Make sure you use the word ocean to label these. We have the Pacific. Over on the other side of the US and North America, we have the Atlantic. Down here we have the Southern Ocean, down here above Antarctica. Over here, between Africa and under Asia, we have the Indian Ocean. And then all the way up top, we have the Arctic. And you can put that anywhere up top. All right, next up, we're gonna do the equator. And notice I'm using a different color to do the equator. All right, and I'm just gonna average it right here in the middle. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm gonna label it equator. Draw a little arrow if you're not sure where the equator is so that you remember it. We're gonna put our tropics in. We have the Tropic of Capricorn down here. And you're gonna do dashed lines, just like in the atlas. Label it Tropic of Capricorn. Draw an arrow if you need to. And then above the equator, you have the Tropic of Cancer. Label it. Draw an arrow if you need to. All right, we're going to do the prime meridian. The prime meridian goes north to south. Just average where the middle is. Label it. Draw an arrow if you need to. Now we're going to do the poles. Guys, we have the North Pole up here, the South Pole down here, and I just made big circles up there. Okay, North Pole. Down here is the South Pole. All right, now here's one that a lot of students forget, our map title. And I want you to write out map title, and then it's called the world. Use your checklist. Okay, now we have our compass rose right over here. You already have your cardinal directions, northeast, south, and west. You need to add on your intermediate directions. And they are between north and east is northeast. Southeast here, oops, did it backwards. Southwest over here, and then northwest between north and west. All right, now we're down to our challenge questions. You have to answer these. And I'm using blue for my rivers. All right, so we're supposed to label the Mississippi, Amazon, Nile, and Yangtze. Mississippi is in the United States. It makes up our eastern border in Arkansas. Okay. Please label it with river, all right? Our Amazon River is down here in South America. I'm gonna put a couple of branches on it because it is an enormous river. Amazon River. Notice I'm using a different color to write these in. It's gonna help you be able to read it and identify the rivers much easier. We have the Nile River in Africa. And over here in Asia, this is China down here, we have the Yangtze River. And this spelling is Y-A-N-G-T-Z-E. River. Yangtze. All right, that takes care of our rivers. Now we're gonna do the mountains. All right, we have a mountain range right here in North America, one in South America, and one in Asia. And this mountain range, the Rocky Mountain Range, it goes into Canada and it goes down into the US. So I'm gonna put a big scribble there in orange to identify that whole range. These are the Rocky Mountains. Label it with mountain. You can abbreviate. Down here in South America, we have the Andes Mountains. It's going to be along the western border of South America. And I'm writing that in the ocean over here, okay? A-N-D-E-S, Andes Mountains. And I'm putting a little arrow to my mountains so I know which ones are which. And then over here in Asia, we have the Himalaya Mountains. It's got the biggest mountain, tallest mountain in the world. Mount Everest, and that's right around there. Okay, Himalaya is spelled H-I-M-A-L-A-Y-A-N. Mountains. All right, there we have it. This is what your map should look like when you're done. If you have a hard time seeing your rivers, flip to page 26 and 27. And you'll be able to see the rivers a little easier. All right, happy map labeling.